Hello, my name is Jeffrey, and my thesis was on singing rhythm, syntactic modulation of rhythm in Australian pied butcherbird song. The songs of many songbird species are very complex, and it is widely theorized that this complexity helps songbirds communicate with one another. And to quantify this complexity, we can conceptualize birdsong as a sequence of acoustic events happening in time. We can then analyze the sequence's syntax, like which notes tend to be sung after another, or its rhythm, for example, when the notes are sung and how they're temporally arranged relative to one another. These two approaches, analyzing syntax and rhythm, are usually done separately, but we argue that it may be beneficial to look at them at the same time for the reason that they are produced at the same time. So we study the songs of the Australian pied butcherbirds, one for the reason that they are an understudied species, and two, because they have both organized syntax and rhythms at similar timescales. So we show in an initial rhythm analysis that song rhythm is organized categorically. We first found where all the note onsets are and then defined the rhythm as the ratio of each inner onset interval to its combined length with the subsequent inter-onset interval, and show that song rhythms form discrete data clusters that represent rhythm categories. We then combine this rhythm analysis with syntax analysis and ask the question, what is the relationship between syntax and rhythm? We've hypothesized that if syntax and rhythm share a predictive relationship, then no sequences with different syntax will have different rhythms. We analyzed an extended song from bird 26, and we confirm our hypothesis that sequences with different syntax predicted different rhythms. So if you look at the main plot here, you will see that the distributions of rhythms belonging to sequences of different syntax separate from one another pretty well. We also wondered if syntax predicts rhythm overall. So to test this, we calculated the proportionate reduction of error in rhythm when predicting with sequential syntax, and found that having knowledge of song syntax significantly reduced uncertainty in song rhythm in general. So seeing our results, it is possible that the relationship between rhythm and syntax is trivial and outside the bird's direct control, but we show that this is unlikely to be the case. For example, like humans, birds need to aspirate, meaning to breathe in before singing, and you can imagine that they need to take a larger breath before singing a longer note, and that may affect rhythm. However, removing the small amount of rhythms that actually show this constraint changes the rhythm structure pretty minimally. It may also be that rhythm is only structured because the birds want to sing notes with different durations, and that its syntax allows certain rhythms to naturally emerge. But artificially holding all the notes to have the same length does not disrupt the categorical rhythms or their relationship to syntax. This means that rhythm is unlikely to be just a biomechanical byproduct of sequential sound production, and that the songbird is more likely to be actively controlling both syntax and rhythm at the same time. So in this study, we show that syntax and rhythm significantly interact with each other in Australian pied butcherbird songs. And it may be useful to interpret this finding in the context of music, human speech and music processing, because syntactic rhythmic relationships generally support our understanding of speech and music. So this relationship has not been really studied in birdsong before, and our future directions are to see if the cognitive consequences of these relationships in speech and music also emerges in songbirds when they listen to their own songs. We hope that this line of research can further advance our knowledge of songbird communication and the degree to which bird song is similar to human speech and or music. And thanks for listening.